下落嚟嘅主題係快速起步，深層借力。現在有請美安集團資深顧問 ，Please welcome Senior Consultant of Market America, Kevin Buckman。
Good morning, Hong Kong. Good morning. All right, okay. Let's go. This morning, title of my talk is Building Your Own Franchise. Really, I wouldn't know any reason why you would be here if you weren't here to build your business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what it takes to build your unfranchised business. Okay, this is for people that are looking to build their business and generate an ongoing significant residual income. For people that this is a hobby or a social thing, that type of thing, make a little bit of money here or there, this isn't really directed at you, and that's okay. But this is really about what it's going to take to build significant residual income. Before I get started, I want to put it in proper perspective. Okay, most all of us, we always attend an event for what? We want to find that game changer. We think we're going to find that silver bullet. We're going to be introduced to that magic dust. We're going to be introduced to that one little thing that's going to make all the difference in the world. So we continue to go to each event after looking for that one little thing. What I want to do is kind of analogous. It's analogous to that 1 degree. That 1 degree, temperature-wise, applying 1 degree, at 99 degrees, water, at 99 degrees, what do we have? Super hot water. But if we apply 1 degree, it goes to 100 degrees Celsius, and we end up getting what? Steam. And steam turns turbines. And let me tell you what, it makes everything in the world happen. Just that 1 degree, applying that 1 degree. And you've heard a lot of people talk about it. Even I've talked about doing that, just applying that 1 degree to get extraordinary results. What I want to talk about today is how it's set up so that 1 degree does make all the difference in the world. What happens is we ignore the 98 degrees, the 99 degrees, to get us there. Because if we didn't have the 99 degrees, that 1 degree, what it would mean? Would mean nothing. Somebody follow this? So I want to share that with you, put it in proper perspective, what I'm going to talk about today. In other words, if you don't have the 99 degrees, that extra degree gets you nothing. You see? So you have to have the 99 degrees for that 1 degree to do anything, to make that difference, to be that game changer, to turn the molecular structure of water into steam. Okay? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. The thing is when we first set out in this business, in order to make $11,500 per week, Hong Kong dollars per week, okay, we have to do what? We have to generate 10,000 BV, don't we? It has to be generated 5,000 BV in one side, 5,000 BV in the other side. We do that by building 2 sales and distribution organizations that each generate 5,000 BV a week. Am I right? In order to make the 11,500 per week. But what does it take to build those 2 sales and distribution organizations that each generate that 5,000 per week? See, the business is predicated on everybody doing a little bit. Everybody doing a little bit in order to put everybody in on the teams, whether it be the left team, right team, put everybody in a position to where it can generate significant ongoing income. They are going to be in position to earn a significant income. Okay? But it takes everybody doing a little bit so that everybody's in a position to gain a lot. Does everybody follow this? Okay? But everybody has to do their share. Everybody has to do their share. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to define what, at a bare minimum, what that share is. See, one of the big mistakes everybody makes in this business is you think that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, the only one that gets hurt is who? You. If I don't recruit, I don't make money. If I don't sell product, I don't make money. If I don't do the result-producing activities, I don't make money. It's me. I suffer because I don't do the things I need to do to make money. You're wrong. You're wrong. When you don't do what you are supposed to do, when you don't carry your load, when you don't produce and do your share, you hurt the entire team. You hurt the entire team. You don't just hurt you, you hurt the entire team. So when you don't prospect, when you don't recruit, when you don't sponsor, when you don't sell product, okay, when you don't build a repeat retail customer base, it hurts the entire team. Because every single person on that team is relying on each and every member to do just their little bit. Because that's how the business is designed. It's not about it's not designed for a few people to do everything. It's all designed for everybody to do a little bit. So the next time you're not pulling your load, don't be looking at it like, well, it's okay because the only person that's hurting is me. Because it's not. It's not. Even the people that don't know you, you're there. You're there. You're occupying a position within that team. And when you don't perform, it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody above and it hurts everybody below. Because all of a sudden, what happens is you are demonstrating a behavior that is not productive for the team to succeed. So I want to share that with you before we get started here. Okay? All right, here we go. First thing we do, when we start with a brand new unfranchised owner, there's a vacuum. Is everybody with me? There's a vacuum. They don't understand the language. They don't understand, really, they just don't know what to. It's always like we enroll them, we sign them up, we get them started with their sub kit, the whole, but okay, now what? Now what? This is crucial. This is a crucial time because when somebody enrolls and has made the commitment, the decision to start their business, okay, and build it on franchise in order to change or improve their financial situation, you are grabbing them at the what? At the height of their excitement, their enthusiasm, and their hopes, their dream, whatever it may be to make a change in their life. Does everybody follow this? At that point in time, they are at the height of that excitement and that enthusiasm. And that's when you need to strike. You need to fill that vacuum because there's a vacuum there. They have no thought. No, all they're thinking, okay, what's next? And you have to fill that vacuum quickly, because if not, and you got to fill it with the right stuff. You fill it with the right stuff. You don't want to fill it with things that, are just busy time. You got to fill it with stuff, things that are what they need to do are things that are going to produce results. Because results motivate them. Okay? When they feel like they immediately get a return on their time, okay? Let me tell you what, those are the things you want what? Duplicated, am I right? So you got to fill that. It's not like, okay, well, we got a meeting to go to 3 nights from now. That is not filling the vacuum. We want to start immediately and start them immediately starting to do things that are going to help them generate income quickly. Does everybody follow this? But, okay, we got a meeting, then next month we got a seminar, we're going to go to that. You see, no, we got to take action. We got to get them moving, okay? Actively participating. So here's what we're going to do. What I've done is I take everybody I work with, we do this. Okay, the thing is we take the Getting Started Guide. I've taken the Getting Started Guide and I've boiled off all the result-producing activities that are in the Getting Started Guide. Okay, so it's all there. Because a lot of times what happens if you first sit down and you start going through paperwork that has small type and things like that, they have a preconceived idea. You with me? What small type represents. Doesn't matter what it says, small type represents difficulty, time consumption, trying to understand. If it's in small type, I got, there's going to be something to interpret because it's already preconceived. This is what they think, okay? Regardless of what it says, that's what they think, okay? So what you want to do is we boil it off down so we can get them taking action. The action isn't necessarily filling out a form. The action is actually moving, doing things that can be duplicated and they can act on. First thing, I give them 90 days, okay? You got 90 days to transfer 150 BV worth of product you're buying from some other business establishment and replace those same products with just a different brand of product. You're already buying the products from some other business establishment, and simply you've got 90 days to find 150 to 250 BV worth of Market Taiwan products that generate BV, create BV when you order them, and change those brands that you're already buying from some other business and start buying a different brand from who? You, your business establishment. Okay? Starting out, you got 90 days to do it. 90 days. Okay? Now, how do we do that? First of all, we're going to use the products that we get in the Fast Start kit, okay? And we're going to use those products. We're going to personally use those products, okay? Because what you get are basically the top selling products that people buy all the time and use, okay? So we're going to start there. We need to use them consistently. We need to use them correctly so that we what? The odds go way up that we'll get positive results and have a positive experience with those products. Why? Because we need a story to share with other people so that we can build that repeat customer base. Is everybody with me? But you've got to be a product of your product. It's very critical. It's critical. It's a critical key success factor with respect to building a successful unfranchised business, and it's the very first step in building a shopping annuity. Because it's all about being a product of your product. And the products that you use on a regular basis, the products that you've gotten positive results with, the products that you've had positive experiences with, are products that you're going to chat up. They are products that you're going to talk about when you get into a conversation. But you can't converse about products you've never used, you have no experience with. So you've got to be a product of the product. One of the best ways to do that is you're going to use the home shopping list or the shopping annuity assessment tool to identify the products, goods and services that you're already buying currently from some other business establishment and change the brands to the brands that you sell and represent. It's very simple. It's very simple. But the thing is key in building an ongoing residual income, because every single thing I'm going to go through has to be duplicated with every new business partner that comes into your business, whether you sponsor them or somebody else sponsors them. It doesn't matter. If they're on that team, this is what has to be duplicated. Okay? It can't be everybody reinventing the wheel and running around doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's got to be boom, boom, boom. Repetition, 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 duplication, duplication, duplication. Now, you can have other things that you do on the side, but at the very core, you have to have command of the basics and fundamentals to establish a foundation. Because again, when that game changer, when that potential game changer, that 1 degree gets introduced into the organization that can create extraordinary results, okay, you will have the 99 degrees in place. Does everybody get this? If you don't have the 99 degrees in place, that extra 1 degree, that potential game changer, makes no difference in the world. Does everybody follow this? Okay, you've got to have the 99 degrees, and this is what we're talking about. Now when they identify using the home shopping list or the assessment, what you're going to do is you're going to identify the BV values associated with the Market Hong Kong products. Okay, what that BV value is. Excuse me, but I'm doing 4 of these, and I may get confused. Okay, I don't know where I'm at actually. All right. So then what we can do is it gives us time within 90 days. We can revise the monthly auto ship, okay? You can revise the monthly auto ship to products that you've used within that 90 days that you may want to change and make sure you're getting every month. Does everybody follow me? For products that you actually consume every month. All right? So that's the first thing that has to be done. Now, not just and the first place it's got to start is where? You. Because you are setting in motion. See, the thing is you don't have to go to training, you don't have to go to school, you don't have to go anywhere to do this. You can do this on your own. And you can teach it if you do it. Is everybody with me? You don't have to send your people to a training to learn how to do this. You can teach them to do it. Why? Because you did it. It's no different than teaching your child to ride a bicycle, teaching your child how to swim, teaching your child how to do things, that you learned, okay? And you are teaching them based on how you what? You were taught. You didn't have to, you didn't go to how to teach your child to ride a bicycle class. Nobody in here did. Nobody. You just, you taught your child how to swim. I mean, some you get swimming instructions to get there, but you do it by yourself as far as getting your child acclimated to the water, not be afraid, so they can take swimming lessons to get better. But basic fundamentals, we teach our children how to swim all the time based on how we were taught. Okay, not how I was taught. My dad, he was a military guy. He just threw me in the water, and I thought I was going to die. I'd never do that to my child. Okay, all right. Second thing. Now, for all those Market Hong Kong products, okay, that we do not have a replacement product for. We do not have a brand, okay? In other words, shirts, shoes, food, things like that, we simply do what? We simply go to our shop.com site for all of those other products, goods, and services, okay? And we purchase them from ourselves through our shop.com site so that we're compensated, okay? So the thing is but that requires discipline, okay? This is where the business comes in. It requires discipline. If you're going to buy a washing machine because your washing machine broke, you find a store that sells washing machines through your shop.com site, and you purchase that washing machine through your site from the same store that you were probably going to purchase it from anyway. But this way, you're what? You get the same deal, but at least you're creating what? IBV. Does everybody follow me? And you're getting compensated. But that takes what? That takes discipline. For products that you buy every month, you need to make sure you go through your shop.com site, whoever the purchasing agent is in your business, okay? You got to go through your shop.com site, whether it's you or your spouse or your significant other, whatever it may. But it requires discipline. It requires discipline, okay? You can't say, well, I just ran out, whatever like that. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up someplace, else. Because I'm out. You shouldn't be out. Now, in the beginning, you're going to run into that situation, but you gradually got to get to the point where you are planning on what is going to be purchased, okay? And make sure you're ahead of the game. One of the things I heard one time, June Liu's son, Moses, said, the key is to make sure what? That nothing comes through the front door, the back door, the garage door, or any door into your house or where you live unless it has BV and IBV attached. And that's the mindset we need to get into, okay? Now, it may be that there may be one or two or three or four products that you can't find through our shop, and that's fine. But you need to make sure that if it's possible to have BV or IBV, it needs to be ordered through your shop.com. It can't be coming in. That's the discipline of the business. This is not a hobby. This is not a game, not a deal, not a program, not a club, not a cult. This is a business. And the things I'm sharing with you this is what successful business owners do. Okay? Somebody owns a restaurant, a salon, whatever. They don't go down the street to somebody else and eat at their restaurant or their salon. Or they don't eat at a salon, but visit their salon. Somebody with me to get their hair done, their nails? No. They do what? They buy from themselves. Okay? Not only that, it looks bad if you go to somebody else's establishment, not your own. Okay? So you change how you're going to buy, where you buy, what you were going to buy anyway, but you buy it through your shop.com site. All right? Now, make sure that every computer in your household, where anybody in your household might order, or even outside your household, make sure that your cousins, your mother, your grandmother, okay, are all supporting your business. Get them on board. Okay? Make it so that you leave nothing to chance. Your what? Your ID, your password, everything to make sure they're logged in and they log into your shop.com site when they make purchases. That's part of the business. Is everybody with me? Okay? Now, you also need to surf your shop.com site to locate, just to see the stores that are on there. And we're always bringing new stores in. You're always being notified of new stores that are being brought on. And the thing is that you need to make sure you know what's available to you. I mean, it's crazy to find out you could have been buying all along, from yourself, and you've been buying someplace else because you weren't aware that store actually existed on your shop.com site. Okay? All right. Create a possibility list. All right? Okay, you've got 10 days. 10 days. I give everybody 10 days to create a possibility list of 60 to 300 names. 60 to 300 names on their possibility list. You've got to have a possibility list. Okay? Because if you don't have a possibility list, you basically haven't identified anybody potentially to sell product to, and you haven't identified anybody potentially to join you in this business endeavor. So we got to have a names list. I can't help somebody if they don't have a names or a possibility list. It's impossible. We got to know where to start. Okay? So the thing is I tell people you got 10 days. I can help somebody, but I let them know, look, if you're in the 4th day and you're struggling to get, you're at 25 names, you're at 30 names, 40 names, you're not at 60, okay? You need to call. You need to help that individual get that names list to 60 to 100 names. Make sure they're going through their address book. Make sure they're going through their contacts on their phone, all right? If they have a Facebook page or a social media page, okay, whatever the equivalent here is as far as Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, okay, what you want to do is access and utilize those, okay? Because here's the thing. When you send somebody a friend request in social media or a follower request or whatever it is, okay, 9 times out of 10, they're going to what? 90%, they're going to accept you. They're going to accept you. Why? In other words, if you want to follow them or you want to be a friend to them or whatever it may be on social media, the more friends you have, the more followers you have, the more they're going to accept you because they want to what? They want to increase because it makes them popular. Does everybody follow? It makes them look more successful because they have a huge following. So they're always going to take all comers. Now, when they accept you, they've also done what? They've given you permission to what? Message them, contact them, communicate with them. Does everybody follow? It's not like the old days you had to pick up the phone, somebody you haven't talked to in what? 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and you're automatically uncomfortable, you feel stressed. Why? Because you're thinking what they're probably thinking. Like, what in the world they want to sell me? I haven't talked to James in a million years, and he's got something he wants something to get something into. So with me? Already, James is feeling the same way. So James is like, he can't even pick up the phone. It weighs too much. And if he does pick up the phone, he talks weird. And that person automatically goes, I don't know what he's got, but I don't want to catch it. You see? It's automatically. Why? Because of the pressure. But see, in social media, what happens when they accept you, they've given you permission. And you're not picking it up or doing, you're just, starting to initiate a conversation over the internet. So you can gradually do that. And at the same time, you can start that conversation with what? Massive numbers of people individually. You with me? What does that represent? The proverbial funnel. All those beans, that's what it means. You've got all these people in a process at some degree or another. So we're going to use this to build that names list, okay? That names list gives us posture. Not only does it give us a target with respect to building, selling product, or exposing the business model to, it gives us what? It gives your person, new person, your teammate, posture right out of the gate. It gives them posture. Because we all know that, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to do what? They're going to go to their warm people. Brother, sister, mother, that type of thing. Oh, you got to look at this, look. And sometimes they can be the worst, okay? They're going to wee all over their enthusiasm. You with me? Anything, don't do that, don't do that. They can be the most negative at times, all right? And the thing is we want to make sure that they realize these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are not going to dictate or be, they have no influence on whether you're going to be they're going to be successful or not. If they have 294 more names to go. So if they get a no, okay? James is saying, well, I've got 6 no's, but I have 294 more people to go. He's still feeling good. They can go die. Okay, I got 294 more people to what? Expose the business or expose my products to. So he still feels good. He's still, it's almost like gamers, The more points they get or whatever, they get more battery life and they can play longer. Okay, same thing. That's why we have to have those names. We have to have the possibility. Now, these things that I'm sharing with you, these are not game changers. Is everybody with me? These are not game changers. These have nothing to do with that extra 1 degree. Nothing. Has everything to do with the 99 degrees that come before it to make the 1 degree do anything. Is everybody with me? So if you don't have the 99 degrees in place, you ain't making steam. Okay? All right. Next thing. Everybody has a goal, an objective coming out when they first start of what? They're going to sell 100 BV of new business. 100 BV of new business for 12 months. Each month. 100 BV new product each month for the first 12 months in the business. Why? Because we know, okay, I'm doing this for 26 going on 27 years. I know that, guess what? Over 50%, at least 50% of all first-time buyers of a product will be a repeat buyer of that product. So if I sell 5 bottles of OPC3, 6 bottles of OPC3 to 6 individuals, I know at least 3 of those individuals will repeat buy next month. They're with me? Conservatively. Knowing that, if we sell 1,200 BV worth of new business, first-time buyers of product, in a 12-month period, 100 BV a month, I'm going to end up with what? In month 13, at least 600 BV of repeat business every month that follows. Everybody with me? How would you like to have everybody in your organization, all of your team, generating 600 BV in repeat sales like clockwork every single 4 weeks, like never stops? Our money, our income would be in a lot different shape, wouldn't it? Okay? Much bigger. Okay? So the thing is, we're going to talk and converse with 16 possibilities per month. 16 possibilities about product. 16 a month. So I break it down. 4 a week. 4 a week is 16 a month. So, let's just break it down. So we're going to talk to 4 people, converse with 4 people per month. Where do the people come from? The possibility list. The possibility list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to listen, and we're going to engage in a conversation, and we're going to listen for challenges in the conversation that they communicate to us, and we're going to listen for potential product solutions that we may have based on what? Our own personal use with product, as well as what? Other testimonials or experiences other people have had. Somebody follow me, okay? In order to introduce to that person. The whole idea is we're trying to get that what? We're trying to get that initial first-time sale, okay? With the goal being what? 100 BV worth of first-time product purchases per month. Could be, Carrie buying 78 BV worth of new business in January, okay? Lisa buying 40 BV in the same month of new product. I've met my 100 BVs. Everybody with me? Now, guess what? The following month, if they repeat buy the same product, it doesn't count towards my 100 BV per month. I have to get new BV. Now, if they buy 1 or 2 new products that they didn't buy the previous month, those product sales count what? They count for meeting that 100 BV per month. So everybody follow me. The key is we want 100 BV worth of new product. And you need to think conversation. This is not about pitching. It's not about selling. Everybody in here has already sold products, goods, and services their whole life. They do it in what? Conversation. Nobody in here ever pitches anything because you didn't get anything for it. Okay? How many people in here ever recommended a place to buy shoes? A shoe store. Exactly. Clothes. Restaurants. Movies. Okay? All glasses, eyewear, jewelry, makeup, cologne, everything. Okay? Getting your car worked on, getting whatever it may be, we have recommended this stuff our whole lives to other people. And guess what they've done? They've purchased. They bought based on our recommendation. But you didn't set out to do what? Sell somebody on buying shoes at the shoe store that you bought. It came up in a conversation. Is everybody with me? So you need to think conversation, not presentation. Soon as you think presentation, you're thinking public speaking. That's what your subconscious is thinking. All of a sudden, now I'm presenting. And then you start sounding stupid. You with me? All of a sudden, because it's like all of a sudden the pressure's on. You're not conversing, you're selling. You're purchasing. You're presenting. You don't want to be presenting. You don't want to be pitching. You want to be delivering exactly in a conversation like you've sold and influenced your whole life. So everybody follow me. Because let me tell you what, your subconscious, as soon as you think presentation, as soon as you think sales presentation, guess what? Your subconscious thinks public speaking. Uh-oh. And we know that what? 80% of all human beings, other than death, they fear public speaking more than anything else out there other than death. That's big. That's why a lot of times, I remember when I first started, 27 years ago, man, I just felt off balance because I was thinking presentation, trying to do the present, make sure I did it right, but the thing is, I didn't sound like me. Does everybody follow me? It stresses you. So the thing is, just think conversation. Just think conversation, okay? Use testimonials to success or success stories to create new sales. That's another great reason you should be plugging into every GMTSS event because you can network with other people, hear about stories, testimonials about products that their customers used or they used or the results that were gained, that type of thing, so that you have what? Stories to share with your potential customers. Everybody with me? In a conversation, not in a presentation. Okay? Now, how are we going to do that? One of the things we're also going to do is we're going to use for our potential, when I sell a product to Lisa, one of the first, no matter what, this is like clockwork. This has to be duplicated. Duplicate. Everything has to be, this is what we do. Every team member has to do that. This is their share. Remember, we're identifying what share they're supposed to deliver, okay, for the team. So when I sell a product to somebody, okay, or any member on the team sells a product, they're going to get that first time they buy, they're going to get them to fill out that home shopping list, okay? So that what does that do? That gets the customer to identify all the other products, goods, and services that are being what? That they are purchasing every 4 to 12 weeks from where? Some other business establishment. And all we're trying to try to do is incrementally do what? We're going to incrementally introduce, every time we come in contact, to deliver a product that they bought, a repeat sale, whatever it may be, and we're going to use those products that they identified with. We're going to use those products that they've identified, and we're going to introduce them to get them to try. Okay? Now, if you get somebody that has, let's say, bought Calcium Plus, or they bought a multivitamin, or they bought OPC3, okay? They're buying into what? They're buying into the delivery system, the isotonic delivery system. Now, if they repeat buy, what are they telling you? They believe in the product, am I right? So they've had some success with the product, or they feel they've had success with the product. What we're going to do is we're going to capitalize on that success of that previous purchase to introduce another product they're already spending money on and they're buying from some other business establishment, and then we're going to introduce those products that they personally identified that they're buying from somewhere else. We're not asking them to buy something they may or may not be buying. What we're going to do is introduce them to products that we have Market Hong Kong branded products for that they're already buying someplace else. So it's not like we're trying to sell them something that what? They're currently not buying. All we want them to do is what? Just try our product, just change brand of product that you're already buying anyways. Everybody follow this? Okay? But you got to have the home shopping list filled out on the first sale so that you can put this in motion. Okay, so remember, we're trying to capitalize on the success of the previous to get in a downhill on the slippery slope. It makes it easier to introduce other products. Okay? All right. Make sure that happens. Okay? Everybody understands. Now, what I'll do is I'll take 100 BV a month, and I'll break it up into 25 BV a week. I'm just looking for 25 BV of new purchase, new sales, of new product per week, and 100 BV per month. Is everybody with me? So when you break it down for the new, it's only 25, right? You sell a bottle of OPC3, you create 43.5 BV. You've already done 25 the week, you see. But the thing is all we're looking for is 100 a month, 100 a month. So everybody get this, okay? All right. And the thing is this has to be duplicated. This is what we do. This is what we do. Okay, if you're not doing this, if your goal and objective is not this, you're not carrying your share. You think you're just hurting yourself? You're not hurting yourself. You're hurting everybody else that sees you occupying a position within the team. You're not part of the team if you're not doing this and the previous 4 things that I just talked about. You are not on the team. I hear people always talk about, well, my team, I've got 18 people on my left team. I got 14 people on my right team. I about go through the roof when I hear that. How many people are generating, okay, in the left team, how many unfranchised owners in the right are generating, 500, 600 BV out of their business every month? Well, 2, 1 on the right, 2 on the left. Well, that's how many you have on your team. You got two teammates on the left, and you got 1 on the right. I don't know what the rest of those people are, because they're not team members. Okay? Team members do what? They have assignments, don't they? If you're part of a sports team or whatever it may be, every player has assignments that they need to handle when they go on the field. whether it be soccer, I don't care what it is, volleyball, everybody has a role to play, and their job is to do what they're supposed to do. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they're not on the team. What does the coach do? Takes them out of the game and puts somebody else in that's going to do what they're supposed to do and execute their assignments. Same thing with this business. Now, we can't fire anybody. We can't do, but we can replace them indirectly by doing what? Finding new people that are going to perform and carry their fair share of the load. Is everybody with me? And basically, we just work through those other people. If they wake up, great. If they don't, doesn't matter. If you can't change, we work so hard at trying to change people. After a while, I give them 90 days. You can get an idea. Are they going to do this, or are they going to approach this like everybody needs to approach on the team or not? If they're not, we got to find new people. If you can't change the people that are around you, go change the people that are around you. Next, you with me? And they are out there. Everybody seems to think, if it's these 5 people, if they don't do it, are you kidding me? You know those people. The people are going to be the best teammates. Okay, for the most part, at least 99% of the time, based on my 27 years in the business, have been people that you don't know, James. They're going to come through Stephen. And you don't know them. And Stephen's people, they're going to come through somebody else. And they're going to be people, and those are the people going to end up being the team members. You with me? But it's just a process of going through the motions to get them, and this is what we have to do. All right? Next thing, let me back up here, okay, is we're going to show the business. We're going to show the business to a minimum of 4 qualified possibilities per month. 4. Everybody's going to show the plan to at least 4 people per month. That means everybody in here is going to show the plan to at least 4 people per month. That means you are going to show the plan. Now, I'm going to empower you to at least expose and show the plan to somebody. No excuse. You don't need to be able to draw it out, apply, create, qualify, activate, teach, manage, support others, 12, 12, 24, 24, 36, 36, 5 and 5. You don't have to be able to do all that, okay? But I'm going to empower you to make sure that you are showing the plan to at least 4 or more qualified people per month. And when I say qualified, I don't mean dog, fish, cat, somebody you tricked in, homeless person on the street that you tricked. I showed it to somebody. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about off of that possibility list that we made. You've initiated in a conversation with someone, and somewhere in that dialogue, and that dialogue may take what? A week, 2 weeks, might happen the first time. Somewhere in that dialogue, they've communicated to you that they're looking for something they can do to improve their financial situation, okay? Because they have a what? They have a reason. That is a qualified person. Now, if you show it to them, they're not, okay, that's fine. But a qualified person is someone that has indicated to you that they're looking to improve their financial situations. Everybody with me? Not somebody you tricked, not somebody you practiced on, but somebody that really is looking to improve their financial situation by doing something in addition to what they're currently doing, their current 9-to-5 job, if you will, all right, in order to improve their financial situation. Does everybody follow this? Okay, at least 4 per month, all right? Where are they going to come from? Same conversations you had with the people that you were looking for product solutions. For product solutions, we're going to be the same people that you are going to dialogue with that may communicate what? That they're interested in they're looking for something that they can do in addition to what they're currently doing in order to improve their financial situation. Those are the people we're looking for. Is everybody with me? We want people that have a why, not people that we need to convince, Not people we need to put in a headlock and make them listen to us and convince them they need to do this, they need to do this. That's not what we want. We're looking for people that have a why. Okay? All right. So you're going to ask questions, probe for problems, challenges. You get into a conversation. Somebody has what? I use, for example, let's say I talk to somebody, James, and he's got, let's say, a son. And the son is 13, 14 years old. And we start to talk. One of the things I want to do is I'm going to probe. I'm going to ask questions. So, is your son looking, is he like school? Yes, he likes school very much. Really. Has he thought about, I'm sure, has he thought about college? Yeah, he's going to go to college. Okay, good. He makes good grades. Yes, he makes very good grades. You got money saved up, for when the day comes when he needs to go to college. Nowadays, kids are graduating, take student loans out and everything, and they end up in debt when they get that diploma with $250,000 in debt. They've got a mortgage and no roof. Okay? They're already behind the 8 ball, and then they got to find a job. And a lot of times the jobs aren't out there that they can even pay that debt back. They end up doing something just trivial. It just doesn't happen. The interest just keeps going and going. One of the big things, it happened to me with my daughter, and thank God I found something, okay, where I could start putting money away, and I was able to build something to where at least in the first 2 years it could pay the tuition. And as I built a business that I'm working part-time, I was able to end up paying for 4 years of college. She got a degree and never had to borrow any money, okay? What am I doing? I'm trying to throw something out there that when I find out he's got a 14-year-old son, the kid makes good grades, you with me? I'm trying to spur some dialogue, conversation. Really, I don't have anything. What is it you're taught, what did you use? I said, well, if you got a few minutes, I'd love to show it to you. Does everybody follow me? It's just conversation, but you're looking to find what? Financial challenges, and then you provide the solution, okay? Use testimonials. I'll use testimonials. I use my testimonial. I might use Stephen's testimonial, okay? I might use Carrie's whatever it takes that is what? Similar to whatever the financial challenges they may be having. Is everybody with me? Okay? It's far more motivating than pitching, how would you like to be rich? Well, hell yeah. Everybody would. But the thing is you want to find the burn, okay? Because that's going to be the motivator. Now, here's one of the things I do. Remember I said I'm going to make it so that every single person has to at least show the plan or expose the plan accurately and effectively 4 or more per month. Am I right? Okay, not every single person, they go into what? As soon as you start doing what? As soon as you start turning the PowerPoint presentation, you think you're what? Public speaking. Get all nervous. I know some of you, I've known you for a long time. You can talk my ears off till I'm ready to crawl in a hole, okay? But the thing is all of a sudden when you start thinking presentation and everything like that, all of a sudden it gets tougher, doesn't it? Okay? So the point is what I use, and I use with every single new business, we use the UBP video, okay? Now, they have it, whether it be, I think they even have it here where it's a voiceover. Okay? It's all been done voiceover. You can use. It's 23 minutes. It's broken up into 2 parts. All right? I believe currently. It used to be 3. I believe it's 2 now. Okay? And it starts what? It starts with the introduction, and it also talks about what? The Market Hong Kong products as well as the shop.com. Okay? Correct? And then the last part is how you're what? How you establish the business and how you're compensated for the time, energy, and effort. Accurately, quickly, 23 minutes. Not 2 hours, not answering questions they never asked, okay? It's about just quickly, because all I want as the team leader is for them to expose the business quickly and accurately. Because if they do that, first thing I'm going to ask Stephen, okay, you want me to meet with you and Anthony. Has Anthony seen the business plan? Has he seen the unfranchised business plan? Okay, worst case scenario, he better tell me, yes, we watched the UBP video. Now, Anthony has some questions. Does everybody follow this? Now, all of a sudden, I can't wait to meet with Anthony, because Anthony's agreed to do what? Meet with me and Stephen so that he can get his questions answered. Does everybody follow this? Okay? I don't want Stephen waiting around till there's a UBP next week. Because now all of a sudden we got to do what? Coordinate schedules. Next thing you know, Anthony sees the person doing the UBP. There's too many things going on here. You with me? We want to make it so that everybody is empowered and can at least expose the business using this. Is everybody with me? It's not going to convince somebody to get in the business necessarily. So don't look at it that way. What it is so that they get an accurate and picture of what the business is, how it works, so that, guess what? We can book another appointment with somebody else. Is everybody with me? So that Anthony, now all of a sudden, Anthony knows that what? There's a team here. Okay? It's not just going to be Anthony and Stephen. It's going to be Kevin, Stephen, Anthony, and James. Because if James is involved in the line, he's coming too. So the three of us are going to meet with Anthony. And we're going to transfer our excitement, our enthusiasm for the business models. Everybody follow this? But this stuff of waiting till 2 weeks from now on Tuesday night to get somebody to see the plan, you're building slow. But if I've got everybody showing the business, okay, the team is going to grow. It's not necessarily important. Listen, is it important? It's important that he shows the plan to 4 people. It's not necessarily important for him to what? Sign Anthony up. I need everybody in here showing the plan to 4 people. Because the law of averages, the team is going to increase. Okay, whether Stephen brings Anthony in or not. Because if I've got James doing it, I'm doing it, everybody else is doing it in that line, guess what? The team is going to grow. Okay? The team is going to grow. And again, after every time if I was to use the video, okay, I'm going to get Anthony to fill out the home shopping list. So I have a starting point when it comes time. I'm either going to sell him a product, or guess what? He's going to be identifying products, goods, and services he's already using and he's buying from some other business establishment. And if he decides to join us in this business endeavor, what happens? We've already got it started to identify, so that 150 to 250 BV, not a big deal. Okay, they're products, goods, and services that people are buying all the time. So as far as building a repeat retail customer base, in other words, we're reducing the learning curve. Okay, if he does start with us and join us in this business endeavor. Okay, so we're going to do that. All right. Now, here's the 6th thing, okay? And if you'll notice, you go through the Getting Started guide, all these things are in there. But all I'm doing is I'm breaking out the things, guess what? I don't need a checklist. I don't need paperwork. Those 6 things, I can carry these around in my head. I want it so it's just natural. Everybody duplicates these 6 things over. Does everybody follow me? Because remember, if we don't have command of the basics, the fundamentals, there is no foundation. And the game changers, the 1 degree that makes all the difference in the world to get extraordinary results, guess what? Doesn't do anything. Why? Because we don't have the 99 degrees that prepare it to make that significant change. Is everybody with me? You got to have the 99 degrees for that extra degree to make any difference at all. Okay? So here's what we got to do. Online new unfranchised owner training. Here's the thing. They don't get credit for it for fulfilling the requirement. Okay? Online basic 5 training. They don't get credit for fulfilling the requirement. But I want to require everybody to do what? I want every new person, new team member, I want them to go online, take the training so that, guess what? When they go and attend a live NUOT, when they go and to attend a live Basic 5, again, we've reduced the learning curve. They're going to get more out of James's training, whether it be an NUOT or a Basic 5. Why? Because they're familiar with the content. They're familiar with the language. I mean, when you start throwing around NUOT, B5, MPCP, BV, IBV, PBV, people are like, what the hell? You know, it's like I need a Rosetta Stone or something because it's a brand new damn language. You know, because what you don't realize is we throw that stuff around with new people. I watch people all the time. You know, you're so caught up. They don't understand what you're saying. You know, they just don't understand it. And so whatever you're saying, you think it means nothing to them. So we want to get them, you know, because they can take the quizzes, they can do it in their own time. But the thing is, it reduces the learning curve, so they really get a lot out of the live Basic 5, the live NUOTs. Everybody follow me? If they go to a local seminar, they understand the language. They get more out of that. It's very, very important, okay? All right. So they have to do that. First 30 days, NUOT. Second 30 days, at a minimum, the Basic 5. And in those times, I want them to follow with a live NUOT and a live Basic 5. At that point in time, they'll be ready to take the ECCT. And when they attend a local seminar, this is critical, critical. Every new business partner is going to buy 3 tickets to the next local. No questions asked. This is what you're going to do. If you're going to be on the team, if you're on the team, then you will buy 3 tickets. You will invest 90, the equivalent of 90 US, okay, whatever they may be, okay, into your business. 1 is for you, and 2, the other 2, are for 2 new people, 2 new team members that we will bring on board, okay, or at least be people that are looking to come on board at the next by the next event. And they will be in attendance. So if they're haven't joined us yet, they can at least make an educated decision, okay, whether they are or they won't. But they're also going to be introduced to what? The excitement, the enthusiasm that the other people bring to the table, whether they're in our line of sponsorship or not, doesn't matter, okay? But that excitement and enthusiasm, it's contagious. It's contagious. And they hear other people's stories. They hear other people presenting, teaching, training. Does everybody follow this? That you want that, okay? Because it has a lot of effect. But they will buy 3 tickets. They will buy 3 tickets. I hope. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we probably have, I don't know, 250 people in here, okay? 300 people. Yeah. But if everybody buys 3 tickets, we've got 900 tickets sold to the next leadership school, or convention, I guess it is, okay? But the thing is, and there'll be more filling up later on today, but the thing is, everybody has to buy a minimum of 3 tickets. I'm not asking people to buy 10, 20, 30. Everybody just buys 3. Just carry your fair share of the load. That's the expectation. Now, if you're in my organization and you don't buy 3, you're not on my team. You with me? You're not on my team. You just happen to be there, occupying airspace. But you're not on the team, and don't ever think you should be. Okay, you have to be doing these 6 things to be considered part of the team. Because if you don't buy your 3 tickets, you're letting everybody above you down, and you're letting everybody below you down. Somebody with me? And buying 3 tickets, you don't get a badge for, a bauble, your name in the program. Okay? You buy your 3 tickets is because that's what we do. It's no different than the fact that, guess what? The banks don't open up your left and right bank to accrue BV or IBV until you do what? Qualify the center. Okay? You're not eligible to earn commissions until you what? Get activated. Okay? These are just standard fundamental requirements. And buying 3 tickets is the same thing. If you want to exercise the month-to-month accrual option, you have to do this. If you want to do, these are things. Buying 3 tickets is exactly the same way. You have to buy 3 tickets, okay, for your business. All right. Why? And you also need to duplicate. You also need to duplicate those activities. Now, everybody in here, I know for a fact, can do these 6 things, can't they? And everybody in here knows for a fact that every new business partner they bring on board can do what? Do these 6 things. So now I have the right to expect James to do it. James has the right to expect Stephen to do it. Stephen has the right to expect Anthony to do it if he chooses to join us in this business. Is everybody with me? And the thing is you're not on the team if you're not doing at least these 6 things and duplicating them. Is everybody with me? This is the 99 degrees that makes the other degree something that has any kind of effect. Okay? Because if you don't have 99 degrees, applying 1 degree of heat doesn't do anything. Okay? But this is where it's about the basics, fundamentals, and establishing a foundation. Now, this is a part-time business. We don't require you to change careers or anything. You can do this what? It's a 2 to 3 year plan, right? Working 8 to 15 hours per week, part-time, to build a business that can generate an ongoing significant residual income. Okay? But it is a part-time business. What we need to make sure our people, I know none of you in here do this, but we need to make sure our people that think they're part of the team, they make sure that they don't treat it like a spare time business. The problem with many people is they confuse part-time with spare time. Part-time requires that you plan. You strategically plan and schedule each week what you're going to do with result to what? Selling product, selling the business, making sure everybody buys their tickets. The 6 things that I talked about, that is what you do. You have to schedule it out. That's part-time. Spare time is no plan, no schedule. If it just happens to fall in your lap or, something comes up to where you get engaged, excuse me, in a conversation at the water cooler about multivitamins for however it comes up, that's spare time. You with me? Part-time is where you sit like on Sunday night and say, okay, I'm going to talk to these 4 people, these 6 people, okay, just in case it doesn't work out with the 4. I'm already scheduling and planning these 6 people off my list I'm going to converse with this week, coming week. And this is where I'm going to see them so that I can initiate that conversation. Does everybody follow me? I'm going to think about those 6 people to see, and I'm going to have a little idea as to whether they'd be interested in whatever product I may have that I think that may come up, hopefully in the conversation. I'm going to think about them and personally in their financial situation. So I'm a little prepared for the people that I initiate the conversation with. Does everybody follow me? Okay? I'm also going to plan out what I'm going to do with respect to training. I'm going to be, or meetings. So the thing is you plan it out so for that week, it's not a spare time business, it's a part-time business. Everybody follow, okay? All right. It's a big mistake I see people make. Now, when James, Stephen, and I bring in Anthony, okay, we're going to be sitting down with him, okay, and we're going to set up his calendar. We want to know when he's going to work. Okay, what are the best nights? We want to get an idea of his calendar, find out when he's eligible, and capable of working, what nights of the week, what days of the whatever it may be, because we want the business to be part-time for him. We want scheduled, but at the same time, we want to make it so it's doable for him. The worst thing you can do is have unreasonable the second worst thing you can do with a new unfranchised owner, okay, is to basically set expectations that are not conducive to him doing what he needs to do. The worst thing you can do is have no expectations at all. Is everybody with me? Now, I know none of you all do that, but a lot of people have that problem out there. There are no expectations. You with me? At all. Okay, so that's one of the things we want to do. When is Anthony going to work the business? What is he going to because we need to get some kind of commitment. You with me? I'm going to work for him. James is going to work for him. Steve's going to work. What we're going to do is we're going to work with him and help him build. But the thing is we need to know that he's going to commit to building as well. Is everybody with me? All right, and we want to document it. All right, here we go. Now, in the end, what do we want to do? How many legs, how many organizations do we have to build to earn significant ongoing residual income? 2. Don't be shy. Okay? Regardless of what they say about me, I won't bite anybody. Okay? 2. A left organization and a right organization. Am I right? We have to build 2. 2. Just 2. Not 4, not 6, not 8, not 10, not 20, and not 35. 2. One of the biggest problems, though, and biggest challenges and mistakes I see out there for the majority of people is, guess what? They make 2 mistakes. The first one is they never teach anybody how to build a leg so they can build 2 legs. They make the new person feel like if they get activated, there's your start. You got 2 legs. Now just help them unfold. Is everybody with me? You didn't teach them. You got them activated. They're eligible to earn commissions. Okay? But those commissions aren't going to come unless they build what? 2 organizations, 2 teams. Doing what? Selling product, selling the business, and getting educated. If they don't do that, they don't have anything. They've got 2 people, and the odds are one of them's going to quit. Is everybody with me? And they're going to have to replace them. And they start thinking just keeping activated is building the business. They're not building. They're just keeping eligible to receive a commission if something lucky happens. Okay? So the thing is it's imperative that we teach Anthony how to build a leg so that he can build what? 2 legs. But we have to teach him how to build a leg. Okay? Now, when Stephen brings Anthony into the business, and Stephen's relatively new or whatever, where's Anthony going to go? In the strong leg, the common leg. Okay? Same thing. So he's probably, let's say, James puts Stephen on the 003 right. Stephen puts Anthony where? His 003 right. Because I put James on my 003 right. And the reason I did that is because we all kind of knew each other, you see? But I'm going to use the 003 right organization. I'm going to use that leg to teach James, teach Stephen, and teach Anthony how to build a leg so they can build the second leg with minimal supervision, minimal, activity by me. You with me? I want to empower them to be independent, unfranchised owners. Does everybody follow this? And what happens is you're going to get tremendous leverage by doing this. Okay? Now I'm going to show you. Now, before we get started, I'm going to, I always ask somebody, do you want to make $11,500 a week fast, or do you want to make a $2,300 check faster? Be careful how you answer that. A lot of people, what they want is they want that $2,300 check to prove that they're going to get paid when they get to 12 and 12. Okay? That's how they initially, remember that vacuum. What you set in the motion in the very beginning, it's hard to undo. Because if they pick they want that $2,300 check faster, that's how they're going to end up approaching and building the business. What I want to do is I'm going to show you, we want to make 11,500 a week fast. Am I right? Nobody started their business in here to make a $2,300 check. Am I right? Everybody started their business to make what? 11,500 every week or more. Okay? So what I want to do is make sure we approach the business that way. All right. Now, strategic numbers. Strategic numbers. I'm going to use the same numbers all the time. They're the same numbers I just went through. 150 to 250 BV a month in personal use by each member of the team. Okay? Every member of the team is already going to have 60 to 300 names for the possibility list. Every member of the team has a goal and objective of selling what? 100 BV of new business for each month for the next 12 months. Everybody follow this? Every single new business partner we introduce into the team, this is the numbers. These are the goals and objectives. Bear with me. Okay? Now, they're going to show the plan to at least 4 qualified individuals. Expose the business plan to at least 4 qualified individuals every single month. I'm going to do it 4 times, for at least 4. James will show it to at least 4. Stephen will show it to at least 4. And Anthony will at least show it to 4. Is everybody with me? Starting the very first month into the business. Is everybody with me? They can all expose the business, can't they? With a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, or even a 1-on-1 because they've been empowered with the ability to do that. Am I right? Okay. So this is what happens. These are the strategic numbers. Nothing wavers. It's the same thing all the time. Here we go. Okay. Now, remember the possibility list. Remember the possibility list. 60 to 300 names. Am I right? What we're going to do is we're going to take that list. We're going to take that list. X represents all of Stephen's possibilities. Okay? All right? And what we're going to do is we're going to group A are all family and friends in Stephen's possibility list. All the B's are people from work. All the C's would be people from church or whatever groups. What we're going to try to do is identify groups, okay? Because we want to make sure that when we build this, we want to keep what? We want to keep people from similar groups, like networks together. We don't want to split them up, if at all possible, okay? It might happen by happenstance, but we want to work to make sure that doesn't happen. Worst thing you can do is have people that have the same people on their possibility list being someplace else in your organization, okay? All right, so we're going to go in there and we're going to sit down. I'm going to sit down with Anthony, Stephen, Anthony, and I. We're going to sit down. We're going to make sure that we've identified that because now we're going to plan out who we're going to see. Does everybody follow me? So here it is in a network standpoint. There's you, okay? All right? In this case, we'll say that's me, all right? I have a sphere of influence, don't I? I have a network. I have a sphere of influence. Those X's represent 300 possibilities. 300 possibilities that I have, okay? All of my possibilities, okay? Now, I work with James. James is on my possibility list. I show the business to James. James decides to be and join me in my business and becomes a team member, okay? Now, here's what's James going to do? He has 10 days to create what? Possibility list of 60 to 300 names. Now, he and I work together. Now, all of a sudden, guess what happens? James, what do you think the odds are some of my possibilities, my X's, are also going to be on his list? High probability, correct? Very high probability. So Stephen is on my list. Stephen is also on James's list, whether it be church, where it doesn't matter, okay? Family. Now, I sponsored James. All of a sudden, guess what? James makes his 60 to 300 names represented by A's. But guess who happens to be one of those people that's on my list and on his list? Stephen. Okay? So all of a sudden, it doesn't really matter whether I sponsor Stephen or James sponsors Stephen. Where's Stephen going to go? Let me tell you what, if he sponsors him, he's not putting him on the other side to get activated. He's going to go where? He's going to go on the 003 right. Does everybody follow this? Okay? Now, if I sponsor him, where's he going? 003 right. If he sponsors him, 003 right, because that's going to be the common leg, the strong leg, the power leg that we're going to use to teach everybody in that line how to build a leg so they can go out and build 2 legs. Okay? We're not going to teach them just to get activated. Okay? For those of you who've been to convention, heard JRSP, he'll tell you the very first thing, oh, God, you got activated. It's over with because you think it's done. It's the worst thing you can do. Not really. Getting activated is overrated. Okay? Because it has some kind of finality. Apply, create, qualify, activate. Whew, done. No. Not even begun. So now all of a sudden, I have James, I have Stephen, and the 003 right. So guess what? What's Stephen going to do? He's got 10 days, 6,300 names. Okay, there he goes. There's Stephen's. See the B's? Okay, James is the A's. I'm the X's. Does everybody follow this? Now, I have people here that I can build the other leg with. Is everybody with me? James has people here he can build the other leg. Okay? Stephen has people here he can build the other leg. Now, it doesn't affect these people and these people. It doesn't affect me, does it? They're all going to go there anyway. It doesn't matter. But if I happen to sponsor, okay, anybody in here, I need to make sure they go where? They got to go under James and Stephen, or I'm going to screw it up big time. I want to keep like people together. I want to keep momentum. Okay? All right. So the next thing you know is I've got it here. So when let's say it's me and I'm getting ready to prospect and I sit down with Anthony. Okay, I'm going to put Anthony, because Anthony happens to be one of those B's. I'm going to make James, Stephen, me, we're going to go both see Anthony. Is everybody with me? Why? Because this is the team. Does everybody follow me? Okay. You see, and that's what teammates do. Okay? All right. Next. This just shows you how it's going to unfold. XA, XB. Does everybody see that? It's just a linear example. Okay? But what we want to do is ensure that we maintain a vested economic interest in the success of everybody. Okay? It's important that Anthony makes money. Why? If he makes money, Stephen makes money. If Anthony and Stephen make money, James makes money. Okay? If the 3 of them make money, I make money. Trust me, if they don't make money, I don't make any money. You don't. Now, you don't make residual. You may get a $2,300 check here and there because you got some, but you're not going to make residual income. You will not make residual income. You've got to make it and build the business to where people in your left organization and right organization are making consistent money at varying degrees based on where they're at with respect to how long in the business. It's just the way it is. Okay? Now, team building, placement strategy, very simple. Okay, remember the X's that had no relation to James and Stephen? I can use them to build the other side separate of them. But at the same time, I want to do what? I want to stay here with the momentum, don't I? You with me? Because I got momentum. I got X's, XA's, XB's. And then he's going to, Anthony will do 10 to 30, and so that's going to evolve to C's. Does everybody follow this? And this is where the momentum and the power is, okay? You don't run off and abandon these people because you want to get a $2,300 check. It doesn't mean you're not going to build over here and bring those X's in, but at the same time, you've got to make sure you're teaching these people how to build a leg so that, guess what? They can build the other leg inside to make this explode. Is everybody with me? Okay? So the thing is listen, it's going to happen, and I'm going to show you how. So next thing you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use combinations. Okay? I may bring some people over here when I'm doing meetings here and trainings here. I'm bringing people here that have no vested interest, but I'm bringing them in. Why? Because I have a vested interest. And James and Stephen know that I have a vested interest, okay, in them. I'm not abandoning them, but I'm going to use their meetings and trainings to also to get paid from people that are not. Is everybody with it? Because they're going to do what? They're going to do the same thing, aren't they? You see? And then when somebody says, well, they're bringing people that are not in our, everybody's going to do that, okay? But what we're doing is we're introducing that, guess what? Everybody can work cross-line. So with me, we want to introduce that because it's about building what? People here, okay, we need people succeeding here as role models, as models for these people here. Is everybody with me? I'm using the excitement, the energy, what's happening financially to Stephen and James to also help me build on this side. Is everybody with me? Okay? And it goes out and expands. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it expands, guess what? Even throughout the GMTSS. All right? So if there's a home business presentation, they're going to be, I'm bringing people and bringing guests. Because guess what? If Stephen does a home business presentation and only 2 people show up and he invited 10, 12, and only 2 show up, if I bring 6, those 2 people, they don't know any different. They think it's part of the thing. You with me? Because the more people we assemble, the more excitement, the more enthusiasm, and the more energy we create. Does everybody follow that? And so Stephen benefits based on those 2 individuals, of the only 2 individuals that showed up that he invited. Is everybody with me? So it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers, okay? So I'm going to use the home business presentation. I'm going to use follow-up. I may even bring them to a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. If I have a problem, and when I show the plan with James and Stephen to Anthony, I may bring 1 or 2 to also show the plan to. And they may bring another one. Does everybody follow this? Okay? The whole idea, because everybody gets excited. People say, well, what happens if you have a negative person? Well, then these people, they learn how you handle negative people. Is everybody with me? You use every opportunity as a teaching opportunity. Okay? All right, here we go. So senior partners, ABC pattern. What am I trying to duplicate here? Everybody's going to do those 6 things I talked about, remember? Okay, you can carry them around in your head, all right? So they have to do that, A1, and then I can continue to build, okay? Because what I don't want you is, I'm not telling you to build 1 leg at a time. What I'm telling you is you're going to use a leg, the power leg, you with me, to do what? Teach them how to build a leg so that they can build the other leg and continue the building of the leg on their own, okay? Because you can never, back up here, you can never, back up again, you don't have to be smart to do this business, okay? I keep pushing the wrong button. Okay, so you can never get over here until this is done. Okay, I've got to have 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people that can duplicate those 6 things, and I can basically take my eye. You with me? So I may generate 80% of my time here, 20% of my time here, but I'll never be able to put 80% of my time here until I've got people that can duplicate on their own. Is everybody with me? This is real life for me. What happened was I ended up doing it, when I did it this way, I ended up here with 4 national supervising coordinators here before I ever became a professional coordinator. I wasn't even a professional coordinator. I had 4 nationals here, okay? As soon as I had that, I was able to turn to this side. I ended up with 2 directors here before I ever had anybody go beyond, the 4 people go beyond national. Does everybody follow what I'm getting at? Okay? So the thing is, because once you get to, get this going, but guess what? This didn't roll up. This kept on going and developing, got bigger and bigger. Okay? So my point is, you want to take advantage of that excitement, the energy, and the motivation, if you will, that James has, Stephen has, Anthony has, over here on the left, and get them making money on a regular, significant money on a regular basis, because then you can turn the majority of your attention over there. Does everybody follow me? And guess what? Guess what you do? You learn a lot. I learned a lot along the way here. Okay? All right. So Game plan, okay, same thing, 30% retail, okay? Remember, you're getting a retail profit off of what? The 100 BV of new business, right? 100 BV of new business is going to generate at SRP retail profit that you're going to get. When you get that repeat business, that's repeat retail profit, okay? And this is the numbers of how it falls out, all right? Now, I'm not going to get into the numbers as long as you understand the concept. Now, assumptions. These are assumptions. We're going to create a team plan. Guys, guess what we're going to do? This is the team plan. 50% we already know will be of clients or customers will be repeat buyers, correct? We've already been through that, okay? We know that 1,200 in retail sales over 12 months is 14.4 of new business, all right? So there's repeat business, there's repeat retail money coming in, and at the same time, we're all going to do what? Okay, we're going to expand. We're going to expand the business and create two teams of unfranchised owners, each generating in excess of 5,000 BV a week. That's our goal, so that we end up with the objective of 11,500 per week. That's our ultimate goal. All right, and that's how it works. Now, for that to happen, James, Stephen, Anthony, okay, they have to do what? They have to personally consume and use, be a product of the product at a minimum, 150 to 250 BV a month, okay? Each unfranchised owner, the team member, has to commit to selling what? 100 BV worth of new product every single month for the next 12 months. And after we do that, guess what? We can just focus the rest of our time on expanding the sales and distribution team and making sure that they're duplicating these same things. Everybody with me? Because we got 600 BV, we don't need any more customers. What we want to do is get more customers by expanding the organization and getting them to get customers. Okay? So, the first 12 months. Next thing. Each unfranchised owner, that's James, Stephen, and Anthony, they're going to show the plan to 4 qualified individuals, okay? Now, what I'm going to do with respect to assumptions, see, I have to show what? I have to show James, Stephen, Anthony, and the rest of the team where the money, show me the money. Show me what's going to happen if I commit to doing all the things that you just shared with me. Does everybody follow me? So this is the plan. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to assume an 8-to-1 ratio. In other words, the team is going to grow. The team is going to grow. The team is going to expand, okay, by an 8-to-1 ratio. That means for every 8 individuals, that qualified individuals, okay, that we show the plan to, we're going to use an 8-to-1 ratio, meaning for every 8 potential prospects we show the plan to, the team will grow by 1 new qualified unfranchised owners. Everybody with me? 1 new. For every 8, it's 1. I know that over the course of time, once we get better at prospecting, it's normally going to be about a 4-to-1 ratio. But forget about it. I'm going to under-promise and over-deliver. I want the expected, okay? 8-to-1, 8-to-1, 8-to-1. Well, if they're doing 4, 4, 4, and I'm doing 4, remember, that's the minimum, right? Does everybody get this? I'm going to show you what happens here. All right. Starts off with me. I show the plan to 4 individuals, okay, in the first month, okay, or previous. Then I show the plan to 4 more people. First month that I showed the plan is not even on here. This was before. Guess what? I got 4 no's, even after showing the plan, okay? Second month, which becomes my month 1, I showed the plan to 4, and guess what? I sponsored James. Showed the plan to 8, I got James. Does everybody follow me? Okay. Now, in the very first month, how many people is James going to show the plan to? At least 4, right? Greater than or equal to 4. How many am I going to show the plan to? 4 or more. But we're just going to use 4. So James and I together in the first month, because that's when my business really starts. I got a business partner now, okay? we showed the plan to how many? 8. So our team is going to grow by what? 1. So now we have Stevens. Everybody follow this? Now, it didn't really matter whether I sponsored Stephen or he sponsored. But the team, we showed the plan to 8 to get 1. Okay? So Stephen comes in. How many is he going to show the plan to in his first month in the business? 4. James, 4. Kevin, 4. We showed the plan to 12 in month 2, didn't we? Okay? 8 goes into 12 one time. Okay? So all of a sudden, month 3, the team grows by what? 1 more. Anthony. Is everybody with me? So guess what? Now we've got, I showed the plan to 4, James showed the plan to 4, Stephen 4, Anthony 4. That's 16 people. 4 times 4 is 16, divided by 8, 8 to 1 ratio. The team grows by 2. Now I know what everybody's thinking. James is thinking, Stephen's thinking, Kevin, we ain't getting there from here. This thing is slower than a turtle. Just hold on. Hold on. It's about basics, fundamentals. That night we're building the 99-degree base so that 1 degree is going to crush it. Okay? Now, month 5 comes. Okay? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 is 20. Team grows by what? 3. Now, the beautiful part is this. We've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, that left organization, left team has 8 qualified unfranchised owners. All doing what? Duplicating the result-producing activities. You with me? This is the team. Okay? Next, month 6. Everybody shows the plan to 4. Team grows by 4. We're not rocking the world, are we? 6 months in the business, we're not rocking the world, but guess what? Just wait for it. Month 7, team grows by 6. Month 8, team grows by 9. Okay? 9, 15, 19, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now I've got a team of 27 unfranchised owners, okay, qualified, people that got a why, people that they want to put their kid through college, they want to get a new place to live, whatever it may be, but they're all duplicating those 6 things. Is everybody with me? I'm building the 99 degrees, okay? Now all of a sudden, guess what? Team grows by 14. Every single person is showing the plan to at least 4. Okay? Not 20, not 30. They're not. And guess what? It doesn't matter who sponsors them, does it? This person right here sees his team growing. Is everybody with me? He ain't going anywhere. He just needs to be doing what he's supposed to be doing so he can be considered part of the team. Because he's benefiting, isn't he? Is everybody with me? Now, when people don't do what they're supposed to do in here, they're not just letting themselves down, they're letting the team down. Because then all of a sudden, we got to remove them as part of the 4 people, showing the plan to 4 people. You with me? It hurts the ratio. You're letting the team down. And guess what? Everything I went through with those 6 action items, 6 plays, whatever you want to call them, what happens? It's required that everybody on that team do those things and duplicate them. Or guess what? If you don't, you hurt the team. You hurt the team because it throws the math off, it throws the assumptions off, and it throws off the expectations. Okay? So, month 10 grows by 21. Okay, month 11, it grows by what? 31. Now remember, this is not just, that doesn't mean the team grew to 31 people in month 11. That means it grew to 31, 52, 56, 66, 9, 75, and 6 is 81. Does everybody follow this? Everyone, the team has grown. And we're only 11 months into the business. Go to 12 months, 41. I'm showing you the concept of what if everybody just does their part, plays their role as part of the team assignment, what can be achieved by the team. It doesn't matter whether you sponsored 8 people, 4 people, 6 people, 9 people. Your contribution is showing the plan. Does everybody follow me? Everybody has to do it, so the team is going to grow whether that individual sponsors anybody or not. But they better damn show the plan to 4 people or more. And they have the opportunity. Okay? They have the opportunity to do so. Okay? Now, here's the deal. Remember those numbers? Think about it. People are coming in and starting their business with 300 to 600 BV initial. They're all within what? Within 90 days, they have already identified 150 to 250 BV per month that they're personally consuming at a bare minimum. Okay? They're all in a various stages of building what? A repeat retail customer base of 100 to 600 BVs. Everybody follow that? There's so much BV going on in here the right way. By simply doing the business as it was designed, which was everybody doing a little bit, so every single person, okay, in the line of sponsorship on the team is in a position to generate a what? A significant ongoing income. Why? Because guess what? These people here, they have learned. We are using that strong leg, that power leg, the common leg as a training ground to teach them how to build a leg. When they take off, hold on, back up. Come on. Where is it? There we go. When they take off and they start building this inside leg, what do you think it's going to do to the volume in my left bank, Stephen's left bank, James's left bank? You with me? We're going to be over 5. We're going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 12,000 BV a week, not 51, 49. I don't want to even look at, no, we're going to be 10,000 BV a week, like overnight. That's the 1 degree. But guess what? That 1 degree will never happen if we don't build the 99s. Everybody follow me? So now all of a sudden, it's unbelievable what's going to happen. Okay? But it's all based on a team. All right? Now, remember, what are we doing? We're building base 10, 7 strong. Now, I just want to share this with you. Base 10 is this. If every single person that we're looking at right here is duplicating and building to base 10, 7 strong. You with me? They're doing 3. Doesn't have to be you activated, then they get activated as it shows here. It can be 1, 2, 3. It's 3 people, each doing what? 400, 500 BV a month, okay, as an unfranchised. You're making what? $2,300 a week, $2,300 a month in residual income. But the point is, we want everybody here working base 10, 7 strong. Is everybody with me? Okay? All right. Remember, where are they going to do the other side for base 10? The X's that are outside that sphere of influence. The A's that are outside that sphere of influence. The B's that are outside that sphere of influence that we have collectively. Does everybody follow this? Okay? So the goal here is to have each PC, okay, just represents 30 BV every single month and 20 IBV, okay? Shopping what? Through your shop.com site, as well as buying the market Hong Kong products there as well. So 30, 20 IBV, total unfranchised owner production. You're doing what? You're doing 100 minimum. There you get 400, or you're doing 200 minimum. They do 300. So each unfranchised owner, okay, my goal is for James to represent 500, Stephen to represent 500 BV a month, Anthony 500. Is everybody with it? And everybody else in that line, okay? All right. So now what happens, each total unfranchised, 500 and 220 BV, okay? Now all of a sudden, we can see and set goals and objectives based on those minimum numbers, all right? All right, so retail sales goal. That's the reason I put this here. Does everybody see this? You got 3 on it, boom, 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 boom. My goal is not going to be this. I'm not going to sponsor James here and then go and rush and try to get Stephen and put him here. Okay, I might sponsor Stephen, but Stephen's going here underneath James. Remember what I said earlier? And Anthony, Anthony may be working, all of us may be working together at work. Guess what? If I sponsor Anthony, Anthony's going here. I'm going to keep like people together. Is everybody with me? I don't want people confused. Base 10. In other words, well, you got to get this going, then get them. No. You get 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Does everybody follow this? Okay. All right, and each one, the goal and objective is to represent 500 and 200. Okay, 500 BV, 200. Okay, long term, not overnight. I don't want James buying 500 BV worth of product. Okay, I want him using 150 to 250, and I want him building, okay, a repeat retail base of 600 BV repeat business every month, okay? But the goal is, along the way, if we do those 6 things I talked, we'll more than achieve this. Is everybody with me? Each on franchise will more than achieve what these numbers are, okay? All right. Now, the minimum, 50 BV and 10 IBV, just do what? Accrue volume month to month. Forget about it. I don't even want it brought up. Anybody brings that up in my team, boom, your jersey gets ripped off your back and you get kicked up in the stands. You watch. The minimum mentality has no place. We're in business. We're not in something just to make the computer think we're actively involved. Okay? That's hobby. That's dabbling. That's not business. I want to build a business. I want to make money, significant money. I want to provide a legacy. I want to put my kid through college. Okay? Not with a bunch of people. They're just going to do 50 BV till I got to do 100 BV and 100 BV till I got to do 150 BVs. With me? That's not what I want. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to build based on the plan, not minimum requirements. Okay? So the monthly goal base 10 was 200, right? And 20 monthly per UFO, 300 in repeat retail business. You with me? That's the 500. Okay? Shopping annuity is 500 and 200 monthly to be a shopping annuity master member. Shopping annuity master member. Is everybody with me? Big difference. Are these people still doing the shopping annuity? If they are personally using all products, goods, and services and buying from their business that they currently buy from somewhere else and they have replaced with their Market Hong Kong product, and they are buying those other products through their shop.com site, they are executing the shopping annuity. If they hit 500 BV a month, 200 IBV a month, then they are executing what? Becoming a shopping annuity master member. But just because you're not a shopping annuity master member, but if you're maximizing that, if you're maximizing everything you can currently do, you're practicing and you are executing the shopping annuity concept. Everybody with me? Okay. All right. But this is the difference. I'm just showing you what the numbers would be and the difference. Let me tell you what. You're going to be more than satisfied, if I can get back to my number. You're going to be more than satisfied if the team performs here. Somewhere between here and here. Is everybody with me? That's our goal and objective. Okay? If we perform here, we're still going to be doing great. If we perform, a few people perform in here, that's what? That's icing on the cake. Okay? All right. Now, organization satisfying the men. This is what you're going to make. Okay? Commissions. Minimum 50 people. 50 unfranchised on the left, 50 on the right. This is what you can expect to earn. You got a whole lot of people just doing nothing, basically, except staying active and accruing volume month to month, okay? For some of us, that's fine. You want to do that, 50 people, okay? But the thing is if I can get everybody being more productive, I don't need a whole lot of people, do I? Is everybody with me? I don't need a whole lot of people. I just need a few people doing the right things. A few people doing the right things, all right? All right, next, we're going to satisfying the monthly goal based on base 10, okay? You're going to make $46,000, okay, commission $46,000 monthly and $23,000 in IBV monthly. Huge difference, you see that? Because you've got more people, the same amount of people producing more, okay? But remember, not only are they producing more, but they are producing more to put everybody in the line of sponsorship in position, everybody on the team in position to where they can generate a whole lot more. Is everybody with me? It's all about creating an organization that puts everybody that's actively participating and carrying their fair share of the load in a position to where they can generate significant money, okay? But that's the 99%, so that when they work on the other leg, all of a sudden it makes everybody's leg, the common leg, explode, because they're getting two legs contributing. All right. And those are the numbers. I'm going to get help. So, power of your actions. Okay, Minimax, forget about the Minimax. It's like owning a business and saying, okay, I own a salon. I have to have 6 people come in. We got to cut 6 people's hair, style 6 people's hair, and we got to do 3 people's toenails and 4 people's nails, and we make enough to keep the doors open tomorrow. So guess what? When we hit those numbers, Kathy, Carrie, you can go home. We're going to close up shop, and we'll open back up. We don't work. As a business owner, I'm not working just to open up the shop tomorrow. Nobody's business works like that. What you do is you're trying to make generate as much revenue every single day as possible. Okay? Same thing here. Minimum activity, that 50 to 100, 100 to 150 has no place in the business. That's just to keep you active in the business. Okay? Keep you in the computer. Okay? But that doesn't mean you're active in the business. Okay? We got to be doing the things that I shared with you earlier. Okay? All right. So, to achieve our goals, okay, it's all about leverage. It's not about solely relying on one person, yourself, to do 100% of the activities. It's about getting what? 100 people to do 1% of the activities. That's where the leverage, because it puts everybody in a position to where they can achieve a lot. That's the goal. All right. Now, the deal is this. You need to take full responsibility for your own success, okay? Your level of success is going to be directly proportional to your willingness to take personal responsibility for the end result. Not your upline, not your downline, not your crossline, not the GMTSS, or relying on the company. It's about you. You got to set those 6 things in motion, keep them in motion, and make sure they're duplicated. And you have the right to expect anybody that joins you in the business endeavor to do those things, because they're capable if they truly want what they say they want. Okay? This is your business and it's your income. Okay? And here's the other thing. You can't put your Market Hong Kong business, your unfranchised, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th on your priority list and expect it to pay you first. This is a part-time business, not a spare-time business. And it's your business. And this business starts with you. And you have to decide as a business owner, okay, how you're going to conduct business and what your expectations are for the people that join you in that business. Okay? Thank you for having me, Market Hong Kong. Appreciate being here. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
唔該晒。